Welcome to Go Fund Yourself. Watch up-and-coming entrepreneurs step into the spotlight to pitch their businesses to you. This is not ordinary TV. Welcome to interactive TV. Like what you see? Scan the on-screen code with your mobile device to invest in any of these businesses right now, in real time. Like their products? Buy them in real time while you watch the show. Every week, we present new opportunities for you to consider. Every week, you decide whether to help make their dreams come true or tell them to go fund yourself. Now, meet the Titans, accomplished business leaders, visionaries, and experts ready to challenge every claim and every pitch as you analyze these opportunities. Introducing Rory Kataya. Jason Waller. And David Meltzer. This isn't just entertainment. This is opportunity. And you are in control. This is Go Fund Yourself.
Joining the Titans now is former NBA player Joe Wallace. Up first to meet the Titans is Eli Farhood from Katsh ID.
I'm Eli Farhood, founder of Katsh Digital ID. Katsh is an identity access solution that eliminates friction and vulnerabilities from businesses and consumers' workflow by replacing passwords and two-factor authentication with just a hand scan on any smart device.
Welcome to Go Fund Yourself.
Hello, Titans. Thank you for having me. Every 22 seconds, someone in this country falls victim to fraud. 10 years ago, I was among them. When my team and I were researching why this was happening, we uncovered that actually it's frequent and hundreds of millions of people fall victim to fraud annually on a global scale. Now, why we're here and why this is happening? Let's go over the facts. Data breaches are more common than ever. Back in the days, we used to get a data breach once every year. Now we get them once every other week. And who's getting breached? These are not small mom and pop businesses. Microsoft, trillion-dollar companies, AT&T, Telecom. We've heard about the Chinese hack recently. Even the FBI is getting hacked. And so that explains why we have 80% of global fraud is based on stolen ID credential. And that tells you that credentials are the problem. So we thought of Katsh, what if we can eliminate those credentials? We can solve 80% of the problem. And that's exactly what we did. Katsh eliminate identity friction and vulnerabilities from businesses and consumers' workflow. And we do that by replacing passwords and two-factor authentication with a simple and secure hand scan on any smart device.
And how is that different from the other forms of authentication, biometric authentication, whether it's fingerprint, whether it's retina scans, face scans that are already out? How is this different?
So all these technologies are device dependent, so the convenience disappears once you step out of the device. At Katsh, we decided that we want to provide convenience anywhere. And by that, we can eliminate credentials, which are the risk and which are what hackers are looking for. And so all you have to do is just scan your hand on any device. It's a device agnostic solution that works on any device that has a camera, basically.
Is there a reason that that's better than having that camera scan your retina?
Retinas are very privacy invasive. I haven't seen a technology out there that scans retina and is not device-based, meaning we had to include other sensors to scan that retina and get, a strong biometric system. We're all seeking strong biometric systems for one simple reason. Passwords can be changed, but you cannot change your biometric.
Aren't all retina scans relying on the camera and software? And isn't scanning the hand relying on the camera and software?
Retina scanners use infrared cameras to make sure that this eye is a human eye. It's not some made up, biometric. And so these specific hardwares are not available on all devices, which makes it, limited.
What about Face ID?
Face ID is the same thing. It's literally available on some iPhones that are equipped with Face ID hardware. Once you step out of Face ID or your iPhone, that convenience disappears.
You're saying
So Hand ID is available everywhere.
That's what he's saying. It's easier to use.
Our Hand ID is available anywhere.
But it still relies on a camera to scan your hand.
Right.
So if it's relying on a camera to scan your hand, it could just as well scan your face. That's where I'm confused.
Oh, you mean if the technology can be applied to other biometric parts?
Correct.
Absolutely. Yes. But we chose the hand for several reasons. The hand is private, it's easy to use, it does not discriminate against people of color, against races. So there are a lot of perks.
So now you're getting to what I'm asking. Why is it better? Why is it different? But this doesn't discriminate in any kind of way. It's more private because you don't have to show your face. Maybe you're someone who believes in covering their face for whatever reason.
You know what my problem is? Is my nose takes up the whole frame, and they can't identify my face. I had to get special Apple ID big nose software.
But going back to facial recognition, it is notoriously known to discriminate against Black people.
Yeah.
And that's an AI problem. Because AI sometimes can confuse when it's
I want to understand how it
Especially with Black people. I want to know the Black people
I
part.
didn't know
Let's go there.
a thing like that has no personality can discriminate. So
Right.
break that down for me.
Black people particularly, because they have a darker skin, AI sometimes can confuse the parts of your face, black on black. It's very,
Got it. Okay.
So there comes the confusion.
That makes sense. I wanted you to explain that to the listeners and the viewers.
So the software is deployable on any device? What is the...
It is operating system agnostic. I mean, let's say
iOS
the
or
major
Android.
tools, iOS and Android.
Yeah.
The good news is that payment processors are mostly based on Android, and we've already deployed on Android, so we're fine. The reason why we're raising money today is because we want to build our back end.
Got it. And so what is it you're trying to do on the back end specifically?
What we want to build is a scalable back end that allows us to beta test with the larger corporations. And that's one of the reasons why we're raising money through GoFund Yourself and other possibilities that we're engaging with right now.
So your team that's going to execute upon raising the capital you need, what does that consist of? What do you have?
We have a strong team of veterans in the space of fintech, myself, in the space of cybersecurity. We have veterans from IBM, from Raytheon, from Symantec. I'm sure you guys know those names.
Sure we do. Why don't you tell us about your background?
My background is in financial services. I spent more than 20 years there. Before I pivoted to cybersecurity, was basically because I fell victim to fraud twice. I was a portfolio manager.
So what is the strongest value proposition for people looking at your business as an investment opportunity?
As an investment opportunity, you got to look at the market and the team, right? We have a strong team of veterans. You got a strong market as well. The market stands at $80 billion. It's about 85 actually this year, and is growing at 17% compounded annual growth rate. By 2030, this market will become $200 billion.
The technologies are patented yet?
We have 6 patents. So we didn't patent it yet for a very interesting reason. We don't want competitors to get access to our IP, which part of it is also trade secrets.
So someone can't just use an image of my palm.
Exactly.
It would have to, and somehow the technology is going to know that this is a live palm now.
Right, because we're able to detect a lot of biological markers. So this is the secret sauce. We're able to identify that this is a human hand. It's not a picture. It's not a video.
And that's why you don't want to patent it, because you'd have to disclose that.
Right. We want to patent after we commercialize and we're in the market and generating revenue, so that we don't give our competitors, a way for.
But wouldn't it be the other way around? But wouldn't it be the other way around? Would you really want to go to market, open up Pandora's box, and then patent? Is that
I think he's doing it right, Joe.
really?
Yeah. Because I've been down this road multiple times and different things that we've done. And
Brought it to market first?
when the Patent and Trademark Office is looking at this, You need to ensure that you've actually used it in commerce in order to protect it.
Okay.
And if you are still developing and someone else reads your patent and they know how to do it and they get it out faster, you're toast.
Then you're stuck. Yeah.
Yeah.
What about using this with like blockchain?
That's the next frontier, because today we see a lot of wallets being compromised, people losing their Bitcoins or some other coins or some digital assets that they have on their wallet. And the reason why this is happening is because it's tied to that device. It's tied to your password. It's tied to your one-time code. If I'm accessing the device, let's say my device is compromised, a hacker has a backdoor to the device. Now he can access your one-time code, he can get your passwords, and he can steal your Bitcoins. So we want to change that as well, build our own blockchain that is based on Katch technology so that only your hand can unlock that blockchain. And this is how we can protect you.
Dave?
Is there still a threat on the back end beyond passwords and biometric security when they're hacking into these things? I don't know enough about cybersecurity, but there's a database. People can still be hacked.
The biggest threat here is intercepting the funnel of communication when that information travels between your device and the network. And we created actually part of this IP. There are 2 patents, part of the IP that protects against that, because we created our own security funnel that is extremely, extremely costly to hack.
All right, good job.
Thank you very much.
Appreciate it.
I'm really excited. You know, they ask me very interesting questions. They want to know about the business, about the team, about the, like, how can investors capitalize?
The blockchain thing is a huge play for them. I think that that's a unique opportunity for folks that are into crypto and blockchain to look at his product.
He's got something here that with funding, he could really make a dent in this space. I think he could do really well. What do you think, pal?
I really like the answer about the pre-funnel because it showed where he must be beyond where everyone else is.
Yeah.
I think first to market's key to this one.
Yeah.
I know for me, the use case would be to consolidate all my passwords into my palm, which if you could do that would make it a very...
Well, I think that's the whole idea behind it.
Then that would be tremendous.
Yeah, I agree.
Honestly, so
Yeah.
I think he's got something.
Okay, great.
Up next, from Freedom Chat is Tanner Haas.
I think Go Fund Yourself is an awesome idea. I think it really democratizes the fundraising process, not only for the entrepreneur looking to raise, but the individual at home or aspiring entrepreneur that wants to partake in the growth of a startup. Hi, Titans. My name is Tanner Haas. I'm a 3-time author, 4-time founder, and the CEO of Freedom Chat. Freedom Chat is a private social messenger that allows you to message who you want and subscribe to the channels you want in complete and total privacy. With end-to-end encryption, no storage of messages on our servers, and no commercial use of user data, you can be sure that every message, image, or video cannot be read, seen, or heard by anyone other than the intended recipient.
That just sounds like, why didn't any of the other platforms do that already? That's just crazy. Isn't that what everybody really wants? And you seem to have it here. Why? How is it that you came up with this? I'm really eager to hear more. Go ahead.
Consumers care more about privacy and data security than ever before. And freedom, not just in the US, is ubiquitous. They want it in Taiwan. They want it all over the world. It's not just an American thing. The second piece, why is nobody else doing this? Well, we don't store messages on our servers. That's a cost-effective business model for us because we avoid cloud storage costs. If you look at any other messaging app, any other company, probably their highest expense is going to be their tech expense. It's their cloud storage. Freedom Chat, we don't store anything on our servers. So as soon as a message, image, video, anything is successfully delivered, it's removed from our servers and only kept on the user's device. That for Facebook or WhatsApp, owned by Facebook, Telegram, any other company, they have an immense amount of consumer data. We don't have any commercial use of user data. So it's an entirely different business model, entirely different architecture, and honestly, our values are entirely different. So that's the first part. Why is nobody else doing this? They would have to...
Wait, if I hear you correctly, then the reason is you're the only one that cares more about the consumer than making money off of the consumer, because the reason no one's done this is everybody makes money off of
the data.
The data.
Data is the new oil. So it's a different business model. Our business model, we have a pay for privacy business model. We're going to have a white label B2B type product, and then also license out our encryption. So it's a fundamentally different business model. And then on the social side, so we didn't just create a private messaging app. We took it a step farther and created a new private form of social media. Consumers, 79%, are concerned about their privacy on social media. 90% disapprove of selling user data. So if I subscribe to somebody's channel, he posts, I click on it, I can react with any emoji. He can send images, videos, GIFs.
Do other subscribers to that channel see your reactions?
They'll see the total reaction. So
They don't see the individual person.
they don't see exactly. Oh, he got 10 thumbs up. They don't see me. They don't see anything. And when later this year, we're going to have the ability to reply, and we're going to have that can be anonymous. If you want to give your full name, you give your full
So Cheddar,
name.
how do you guys make money? Because the money's in the data, and these other platforms, messenger platforms, social media platforms, they make all their money on advertising and selling people's data. How are you guys going to make money?
First off, our margins are going to be gross margins near 84%. So pay for privacy, data-free advertising. We'll be able to license out our encryption, which is it's a B2B type business. So really it's not just a private messaging app. That is such a small component of where this company is going and the revenue that we'll be able to generate. So there's just so many different things at play here, not just the private messaging app, which yes, if we sold users' data would be, that's where the most money can be made, but that also is not where that's not what users want at the moment. And it's only going to increase. Data privacy and security worries are going to keep going up until somebody steps in, and that's what Freedom Chat's doing.
What are the number of subscribers or users that you've got, and what's the growth rate of that? I guess the first question is, have you started yet? Is this launched?
Yeah, we launched. You can download it on the App Store. We're not yet available on Android. So what we've been able to do, we raised our pre-seed round last year. We raised $1.25 million at a $12.5 million safe. We built a fully functioning messaging app. We've published an encryption analysis on our website. We have a white paper. You can edit, unsend, send GIFs, self-destruct, prevent screenshots. So we built a fully functional product. We already have 15,000 downloads on iOS alone.
It seems like you're charging right out of the gate, right? People are subscribing for this?
They have a free trial. So
that's what I wanted to ask.
Yeah.
Is there a free trial? Okay, so tell me about the free trial. What do you get and what's different from the paid tiers?
So people can send up to 150 messages, and we're experimenting with that. We don't want to lose users. That's the main focus. But after 150 messages are sent, then we'll think, okay, this is a real user. They like it. They are willing to pay. Should we ask them to pay? So then a pop-up appears, seamless pop-up, and then they upgrade their account. They have access to every feature. Once they subscribe or once their free tier is up, they pay and they have unlimited usage. And that will be right now it's $295. That's our introductory pricing.
A month or a year?
A month. And then a year is $26.95, but we are going to increase that to $495 a month and then $39.95 a year. So just those figures alone. So I was talking about our business model. If we get 10 million paying users, and you think of the messaging app market, it's going to have over 5 billion users by 2030. If we get 10 million paying users at $5 a month, $50 million a month, over $500 million in annual recurring revenue, that's just for the pay for privacy side. We're not talking about our encryption. We're not talking about our white label business. And we're also not talking about the data-free advertising, which, this will perform incredibly well because if somebody's subscribed to a specific channel, the hunting channel, okay, you can reasonably assume that they would be interested in guns, they would be interested in camo, they would be interested in black coffee. So there are so many things to this business. Really, just looking at the pay for privacy doesn't do it justice.
What is the conversion rate?
Right now it's around 7%, which is not as high as I would like it to be, but considering I don't think we've reached full feature parity, meaning once we had voice and video calls, once we make it a little faster, update our app architecture, I'm expecting that to be a much, much higher conversion rate. I think that is an incredible start to have it at 7.5% right now based on what we've done. And you look who we're competing against, some of the most funded companies in the world. What we've been able to do, build the product we've been able to build in the time frame we've been able to do it, I'm just incredibly pleased with our progress, but we really are just getting started.
What are the competitive threats that you're concerned about? What happens if WhatsApp tomorrow decides we're not going to store information anymore? What's keeping you up at night? What happens if WhatsApp tomorrow decides we're not going to store information anymore?
That doesn't, in all honesty, doesn't concern me because, yeah, WhatsApp could try to change, but they would have to update their entire infrastructure. They store every message on a server. They take every piece of data, share with their parent company. So it really is, they would have to change everything about themselves. And then from the consumer standpoint, it's a trust thing. Who do you want to do business with? Who do you trust? And the answer is Freedom Chat for privacy and security.
If I send you a message, can I erase that message?
You can unsend it. You can unsend all of your messages.
That is a key feature right there.
So not only can you unsend at any moment in time, you can self-destruct, so it'll automatically be unsent. You can unsend all with the click of a button. So if I have sent 1,000 messages, okay, I just want to unsend all. It's off the other person's device just like that.
And they can't prevent that.
No, they can't prevent that.
If someone hasn't self-destruct or unsent it, you can still screenshot it.
Oh, so we block screenshots.
That's a huge feature.
Blocks the feature on the phone.
That would be my concern. I send you a inappropriate picture.
Well, I've already
Dave,
done that.
And you have them. I don't want you to save them.
That's
we also
sick.
prevent screen recordings.
Oh, wow.
So, or media from
That's a
being
huge
saved.
feature.
So we ensure everything that is sent within Freedom Chat stays within Freedom Chat.
Very good. This is very good.
Great job, Tanner. Great job.
Thank you, guys.
I personally really like this, and I think the viewers are going to really respond well to this. You did a great job.
Thank you. I was a little nervous. I was excited, but I think it went really well. It was an incredible experience, and it was just an absolute honor to present it in front of the Titans.
You know, timing is
Everything.
It's so important, and timing for this product,
Right.
I don't know that it could be better.
I like the corporate side of it. I just think there's so much to do, and that's where the real money's at, and implementing and
I
distributing
use
is
it in
so
my
easy.
businesses too. Because what if they say something stupid? They're going to get us in
Every
trouble. We
business,
get
small,
sued.
medium, or
Just have them
large.
out there, and it's just gone the next day.
Exactly.
Self-destruct after
100%.
That just eliminates the evidence, not the bad deed. That's not necessarily a fit.
Being future-proof of what society accepts and doesn't in corporations. Compliance is a big, to
That
be
was a
future
great
compliant, I think it's
I think that's a
worth it.
great point. You know, our mores change decade to decade, and who knows what's next. Yeah, this definitely is something to take a good hard look at.
Yes, I've worried about my online presence all the time, especially with my credit card and all my information. Yeah, like every time I put it in, I think about it.
I take personal privacy pretty important. I'm very cautious.
I do. I shop online pretty often. I would feel a little bit more secure if I'm scanning my hand opposed to just putting in a credit card number.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that makes sense. Right, that makes sense. Secure.
I do send text messages a lot. Definitely have sent a couple of texts I didn't want out there.
I would totally delete a lot of the stuff that I've said.
If you thought this company was as powerful as I did, you want to get more information and tap on the screen to invest or just explore all the different opportunities.